Hello everyone, Jolene Ann from Chi Lifestyle. So weekly yes or no pick a card reading. I think I mentioned last week and I'm going to mention again next week. I'm not going to do a yes or no. I might, because I want to now focus on the Lionsgate portal, and I just really want to focus on healing and manifestations. Okay, so if I don't do it, go find me on TikTok if you're interested, and I'll send some videos as I remember to do so on here on my shorts. Okay, so yes or no pick a card reading. Let's get into the reading. Right, okay, these are the piles that I have in front of me. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can pause the video now, think about your message, think about the answers that you are looking for, and I'm going to get into it. It's going to be quite quick today. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, pause, and off we go. Hello, if you chose the red jasper, then this is your reading. Pile number 1. So I feel like there's some kind of thirst for knowledge or some kind of learning situation that you are thinking about. There may be a divide between you and someone, or a difficult situation that you don't want to see. This could be a third party situation, a lack of commitment, a friend, or maybe you just indecisive and you don't want to make a decision. It's almost like I'm just sitting here. I don't want to see it. Your mental stability will lead to great adventures. So you might mean that, you might have to just balance your emotions so that you can hear your mind better. I kind of feel like you might be too extreme, or there's just too much going on. So if you just balance your mental situation, balance your emotions, meditate and all that, you will hear the answers. There's some kind of major change coming for you. So it could be something as massive as a divorce. It could be moving, maybe even looking at a new home or even a relocation. I feel like spirit guides are going to step in and they're going to help you move on from this indecision or this lack. It feels like whatever this was, or a lack of commitment or something like that, I do feel like you're going to be moved away from that. You might also have fears because you've been let down in the past. Someone has let you down, and so you fear that this is going to happen again. But spirit guides want you to know that you've got unexpected things coming in. There were just lessons you had to learn. Unfortunately, that is life. Everyone comes into your life for a reason. Some of them for a day, some of them for a month, some of them for a season, some of them for a lifetime. We don't ever know. Even your enemies are your soulmates in some way, because they're there to teach you what you want and what you don't want. Okay, so you might have been dealing with someone there was a lack. You didn't want to see that this person was not interested in you, and it led to a bit of sadness, a little bit of depression. But spirit guides are moving you away from that. Okay, so don't expect the same things to happen again unless you go back to someone who continuously does that for you. The more independent you are, the more you realize that you don't need other people. You want people to be in your life. There's a big difference than someone who wants to be in your life and someone who needs to be in your life. And if you want someone to be in your life, you shouldn't have to need them to be in your life, okay? Because then otherwise you're always needing, or you're always waiting for them, or if they leave, you feel less than. If you lose money, you feel less than. So when you're independent and you can look after yourself and you can be independent from this, you won't be in pain. I do see big success ahead. Finances, good. Money, good. Love, good. Okay. You may be asking about someone. Is this person someone I can trust? And the answer here is definitely a yes. This person's honest, trustworthy. This person may be a friend. Again, there is this friend possibility. This person may be very attractive, or you need to feel more attractive within yourself. Maybe you have, we often dump our bad moods or our bad luck onto other people. Really and truly, you need to take responsibility and say, okay, you know what? I need to be more independent. I need to believe in myself. Doesn't matter what other people think. I still love that Let Them, Mel Robbins, can't think of it. Anyway, her book, Let Them. Let anyone think what they want. Let people believe what they want to believe. You need to believe it in yourself, because if you don't, you're going to believe what other people believe in you anyway. Okay, so the more independent you are, the more you'll have faith in yourself. Okay, this is powerful. This is successful. Whatever it is a yes. Okay, so don't think that you're not good enough. You are good enough to go after this, or you are good enough for this to happen, or you are good enough to leave this third wheel or this lack of commitment behind, or this indecision behind, and actually make some kind of plans for the future, because you are wanting success clearly in your life in whatever question. So it's a yes. Thank you. Goodbye. Welcome if you chose pile number 2. Pile number 2, you're about to receive some kind of news. Okay, this could be news about money. This could be news about love. This could be news about a business proposal. Okay. It's good news, whatever it is. Okay, it's something that will help you balance your budget, or maybe your financial situation has not been good, and this will just give you that extra bit of money just to give you more time, more energy, more effort. Okay, whatever it is, you know, because time, energy, and effort is money at the end of the day. So whatever it is, it helps you balance up life a little bit more. You've had some loss or bad news, stress, anxiety, and Spirit wants you to know that stability and things are going to come right. Okay. You may not see this coming, or you do expect it coming and you're busy doing your own thing. Just stay away from drama. Okay, disconnect from drama or people that may be trying to bring you down. Even if you're feeling a low life, if you're feeling low at the moment, low level depression is the word I was trying to say, then just change things up. Okay, don't get caught into other people's stuff. It's time for you to maybe find a hobby, or you know, a sport, or just learn some new stuff in the meantime while you're waiting for this to come in. Trust your intuition here. Okay, it's going to lead to great benefits. There is victory in your situation. You're asked to look at, there's something about investments, and you're asked to be, there is a warning here about where you invest your energy or money. Okay, so if it's money that comes in, or a new job that comes in, or a little bonus that comes in, make sure you invest it properly. Don't waste it. Okay, make sure you know what you're going to do with it, because otherwise there could be more financial problems in the future. You don't want to be caught with your pants down, literally, hopefully not. You're at a crossroads, you've got some important decision. You may just be stuck in your head at the moment. The drama might be in your head. You're making up stuff in your head, or you're having negative thoughts or negative patterns repeating. Okay, it's almost like you're stuck at the crossroads. You may have some important decisions. Don't panic. Think about it. Write them down. Okay. A wish fulfillment will happen. Okay, relationships moving to a higher level, money coming in, love, perhaps even a baby. You know, your wishes will be fulfilled at the end of the day. You could even be traveling soon. Okay. There's a negative Nancy around you, someone who's going to want to hold you back, someone who wants to pull you back into their drama. Again, there is someone who's negative, or someone who's always grumpy, or someone who brings down the vibe. You know, just turn your head. You keep it up, okay? Focus on your victory. Focus upon something different. Don't allow this person's negative mood or negative vibe to stand in your way, okay? You just push past it. I kind of feel like there's some kind of self-love and reinvesting in yourself. You could be a single mom, and you know, you also need time for yourself here. You know, there's a bit about, you know, you want to look sophisticated, or maybe you want to change up your look or do something. You know, spirit guides are saying, go ahead and do so. Okay, this is a good sign for that, because, you know, good things are coming. Okay, it is good. It is a yes. Okay, yeah, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Welcome if you chose pile number 3 with the rose quartz. Pile number 3, I'm getting, there's some kind of big change coming in. Something will end and then something will begin. This will lead you to some kind of union of soulmates, or something that's meant for you. There may have been a lot of stress or waiting for something to come along. You needed to rest, okay? You had to move on from something. You had to leave something you currently know behind, end a relationship, or end partnerships or friendships, or just energies of people who are all my way or the highway, and walk towards something that's more balanced, someone who actually wants to be there, someone who actually wants to help you. Okay, you may feel a bit trapped or a bit confined in your current circumstances. You need to stand your ground, but at the same time, don't be so defensive all the time. There could be new people that you're meeting, some kind of social event, meeting new people, meeting your new love perhaps, meeting new business people, you know, someone who can help put you into a new situation. Because it does feel like, again, there's these walls up there. You're going to be worried about these walls that are up at the moment. There is good news coming, okay? It might be something slow, something that takes its time, or you might have waited a long time, but it's going to be worth it, because it's going to help you with maybe, like I say, romance, or someone who's got a lot of generosity, or someone who's got a lot of integrity. You got the Black Joker, so that kind of pushes it to a no, and it may just be, I don't know, let's just see. I don't do this for all piles, it's just when I don't know the answer, because the answer is no. So why is pile number 3 a no? So we've got it. Recognition. It doesn't make sense because that's a yes card. So if it's a no, maybe it's just a timing. Okay. It does feel like it could be a no to one and not the other, or it's telling me that there's anxiety, and maybe that anxiety is affecting your vibration. You are getting stuck in fights or stuck in negativity. You're feeling very defensive. Your walls are up and you're not allowing someone in, okay? Or you're not allowing for your wishes to come in. So you have to relax a little bit. There could be an apology. That's why I'm saying it does feel like there's kind of a no to one and a yes to another, but it may be the specific person you're asking about, it's a no, or the timing you're asking about, it's a no, or there's two options. And one you need to leave behind because it's negative person, a negative Nancy, and you need to say yes to something that's more, someone who will recognize you, someone who is loyal and generous. Okay, so it's a no to one and a yes to another. That's what I'm getting, because I am, again, there's this moving on, leaving behind what you currently know. So yeah, there is a yes out there. This one's a no, but there is a yes out there, and the right one is something that's a union, a soulmate, and someone who's going to recognize you, and it's going to come out the blue when you least expect it. So expect the unexpected. If you're invited to go out, take up the opportunities, because you never know where you may land. Thank you so much and goodbye. Welcome if you chose pile number 4. Okay, so if you chose pile number 4, it's malachite. I didn't even mention the other stones. Okay, so we'll just leave it. Okay. There's some kind of good news coming in for you, okay? And this is something where maybe there's some kind of communication with someone who you've waited a long time, or someone who needed to think. Maybe there's been a period of waiting because you needed to surrender to something or see something from a different perspective, or maybe there's two options and you needed to think about something before you did it. You may be avoiding confrontation as well because you don't want to be disappointed. There's some kind of indecision or legal issue or argument maybe you're trying to avoid, and you can't really avoid it because you know, you kind of need to step forward. You may be holding onto something again because you are avoiding confrontation, you are avoiding legal issues. And spirit guides are saying it just makes you feel lonely and sad at the end of the day. So if you want peace and harmony and you want something well, and you want to overcome obstacles, you have to actually make a decision, okay? You need to take a leap of faith is what I'm getting, because again, this other situation or this something you're avoiding is like what you're avoiding, what you're wanting is on the other end of fear, and this fear is just sabotaging you. It's keeping you stuck. Now this could be an actual person, a cruel, malicious, manipulative person who uses terrible tactics to keep you confused, to keep you in a problem, to keep you stuck. You need to move, and you need to move fast, okay? It's going to lead to an ending, it's going to lead to a loss, okay? But you need to get over the worry, the fear, and the grief to move forward. Because once you do, I do kind of feel like there will be a little bit of happiness at the end of the day, but you need to cut out people in your life that are not meant for you. Now, if it's a yes or no, it's a maybe, and that's the obvious reason for the maybes, because you've got to take a leap of faith. If you're just sitting there staring, going, I don't know what I want to do, I don't want to hurt someone, or I don't want to have legal issues, or I'm afraid of financial problems. Again, there's a fear that's sabotaging this, or this is an actual person who is sabotaging your ability to move forward. Okay, so that's why it's a maybe. Comment, like, and subscribe, and goodbye.